Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Here I will prove that investment is for everyone. In this video I will introduce the platform I have started my P2P investment with, which is Bondora, and especially will focus my attention on Bondora Go and Grow strategy. Besides that, you will get a lot of useful information about the company itself, which will help you to make a smart decision before you trust your money. But before we start, please note that information available in this video is my personal opinion and is for information purpose only. It is not investment advice or recommendation. So, Bondora is one of the largest and oldest P2P services in Europe. Just like other similar providers, Bondora connects you as an investor and another person as a borrower. The company that operates behind the Bondora trademark is joint stock company Bondora, which was founded in Estonia in 2008 and successfully operates in the consumer lending industry since that time. Today, company provides both investment opportunities as well as consumer loans in Estonia, Finland and Spain, so borrowers you invest in are coming from these countries. Before I jump to the Go and Grow, let me start with the investment products Bondora offers to us. Bondora provides three strategies, specifically Portfolio Manager, which is almost an automated opportunity and doesn't require a lot of expertise and knowledge. You just set up a risk level that seems comfortable for you and you are ready to take and receive appropriate income. As always, the higher risk you take, the higher returns you get, as simple as that. Another investment product we can opt is Portfolio Pro, that offers to set up your own strategy up to the tiniest details. For example, you are able to choose country borrowers come from, amount and duration of loans you invest in, desired interest level and so on. But nevertheless, my attention is still focused on Bondora Go and Grow product, which may seem to be the most unprofitable option for P2P investor, but which still has the greatest potential in my honest opinion. I will answer why is it so, because this video will continue solely with the Go and Grow product. Unlike other strategies when you actually lend money to the borrower and have a right to claim these funds back, in case of Go and Grow you basically lend money to the Bondora itself, which in turn invests your money on your behalf, exactly how bank deposit actually works, and eventually guarantees you some fixed income. Let's start with the pros of Go and Grow. First of all, one of the main advantages of this strategy is that Go and Grow is very simple. All you need to do in order to start investing in Bondora loans is register an account, send some money to it, by the way the minimal amount is only €1, and choose Go and Grow strategy. That's it. At this point of time your portfolio starts growing. Secondly, you receive interest income every day, not at the end of your bank deposit or at the moment when the borrower finally repays the loan. You can see how your portfolio is literally growing day by day. Maybe this is the reason why Bondora calls this strategy Go and Grow. Thirdly, you are quite sure how much you will earn, because Bondora promises that Go and Grow provides a stable income flow in the amount of 6.75% annually. However, Bondora states that some insignificant deviations are possible, but generally you can count on such an interest rate. The fact that you do not lend money to the natural person only strengthens the security of the mentioned interest rate, because borrower's behavior is not affecting your income as an external factor. Let's check the numbers by looking at my January 2021 income in Go and Grow to figure out how real these 675 are that Bondora is promising to us. I haven't added funds in Go and Grow in January, so this month will be suitable. In the beginning of January, my account was €520 big. It means that 675% should bring €35.22 annually, and therefore €2.93 per month. In accordance to the income statement in January, I have earned €2.90, and this result allows us to summarize that we have received interest that was actually promised. Another advantage that I consider as one of the most significant ones is liquidity. You should understand that as soon as you want to withdraw your money, Bondora will allow you to do this immediately. Unlike other strategies when your funds are stuck in loans and you should wait until the borrower will make a repayment or sell the loan on the secondary market, with Go and Grow funds are available at any point of time. That is why investment in Go and Grow strategy together with other P2P platforms not only gives you good diversification, but also an instant access to cash that potentially could be used in case of some emergency or another promising investment opportunity. It is also worth mentioning that Bondora doesn't take any commissions for adding funds into your account and for investment itself. Bondora makes profit on account of the borrower as well as we do, and there is no need to charge investors. The only thing you should keep in mind is that Bondora charges €1 when you withdraw your funds, but no matter how much you withdraw, so is considerable as quite insignificant. And another detail that basically applies to any platform may be bank commissions at the moment when you transfer your funds to Bondora. Here all depends on the country of your residence. For SEPA transfers, for example, commission usually is the same as for domestic transfer in your country. Alright, now let's cover the cons of Go and Grow, and the first one that you have definitely noticed is a fairly low level of income for the P2P investment market. As it was mentioned before, Bondora promises 6.75% annually, that in some countries outside the Eurozone is equal to bank deposit income. In addition, this interest is not 100% guaranteed. In some cases it could be lower or higher. However, it should be highlighted that I haven't noticed significant deviations yet. Another disadvantage is related to the most recent update. The number of investors at Bondora is growing rapidly, and in order to provide Go and Grow to each of us, in September 2020, monthly limitation in amount of €1,000 for Go and Grow was introduced. Moreover, the most recent update in this regard shows that you can add a maximum of €400 to your Go and Grow account per month. It should be mentioned that this fact can be considered from the positive side as well, and Bondora is able to plan investment volumes and existing loan amounts, and at the same time Bondora takes care of each and put us in the equal position. Third disadvantage is the way investors are able to add funds to Bondora. If there were many options how to add funds before, like SEPA transfer, Visa, MasterCard, payment services like Trustly or TransferWise, then now you are able to use SEPA transfers only. That can bring additional expenses to some investors. Finally, you face additional risk while investing in Go and Grow. I hope everyone knows that any investment brings the risk. If in case when we invest directly in loans and sometimes platforms provide buyback guarantee, then in case with Go and Grow we give money to Bondora itself, that theoretically can go into bankruptcy. Yes, you may think that theoretically any business can face financial difficulties, but note that sometimes when we invest directly into loans, we keep the right to claim for repayment from the borrower, but not in case of Go and Grow. This is how, in my opinion, pros and cons of Go and Grow look like. And now let's cover more serious topics which will allow us to make a wise investment decision. I'm speaking about Bondora legal structure, shareholders, financial statements and licensing. It's very important to know who is the beneficiary of the company you bring money to. But before we realize it, it's quite important to understand the key difference between Bondora and other P2P platforms. Bondora is not a marketplace as Mintos, in which other loan originators offer to invest in their borrowers. Bondora both offers loans itself and finds financing. Thus, if we go to the website which Bondora uses for loan issuing, we see that legal name which is Bondora Joint Stock Company. We easily find the mother company Bondora Group and see actual owners, among which European Venture Capital Fund, and it's totally okay for me, some another shareholder which is this unknown person, and finally founder and CEO of Bondora Company, which has owner rights through this own company. This is how beneficiaries look like, but you have probably noticed that the company you actually transfer money to is different, Bondora Capital. This company also is under Bondora Group, and I presume that it serves for better financial planning and management. Meanwhile, all operations go through Bondora Joint Stock Company, what we can actually conclude by paid tax amount. Without facing any challenges, we found Bondora financial statement covering 2019, and it's fine because today is February 2021 and Estonian entities are required to submit their financial data much later. Let's take a look at the company's balance sheet and see how assets are structured and how big are liabilities. We see that Bondora has a lot of free cash, and taking in account the size of debt to investors, which is twice smaller, we conclude that absolute liquidity of Bondora is very good. short-term liabilities could be covered immediately and the same amount of free cash will remain. Besides that, here we see a credit portfolio, but I remind you that statement is quite old already, especially not suitable to analyze a portfolio. If you are interested in a separate review of the financial statement covering 2020 when it will come out, just let me know in the comment section under this video. Let's jump on the profit loss statement that also is quite pretty. Company demonstrates stable profitability, although we can see in the balance sheet that company is still fighting accumulated losses from previous periods, but with such a dynamic of profit, this fact becomes less significant. I would also like to underline that labor costs are quite high, and this is a good indicator for me. It means that Bondora takes care of its employees, but motivated people are able to make everything possible. So generally, financial statement looks nice, disregarding some inconsistencies where numbers are placed wrongly. What about licensing? Bondora has a creditor license issued by Estonian financial regulator and is publicly available on the official source. And here I would like to underline that this financial authority is quite impactful and oversees Estonian banks as well. That allows us to conclude that all the numbers are legit and have been audited by authority. Yes, you may think that every consumer lender in Estonia has this license, but nevertheless, this fact does not exclude an extent to which Bondora is supervised. In conclusion, I would like to point out the company's score on Trustpilot, and as this review is about Go and Grow, it is worth mentioning that those negative scores that you may find are mostly related with strategies in which you buy loans. People have a large risk appetite and then they are wondering why their loans are going into default. In my opinion, such reviews are not related to Go and Grow. Thank you for watching this video. If you will make a decision to invest in Bondora, then you can use my referral link for registration in description, which will give you some cash reward. Please also hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you are interested in investment opportunities and developing your financial knowledge. And remember, investment is for everyone.